Hey there, welcome to Black Gumbo Southern Gardening. Today I'm going to just visit with you while I harvest my muscadine grapes. Come along. Well, it's so hot that I have not been doing much gardening. And if you follow my channel, you know that. Because I haven't published a video in weeks. It's just too hot right now, along with many other kind of personal things going on. You know, sometimes you just don't get out and garden. And when that happens, the garden takes a turn for the worst. My garden, I'm not going to show it to you today because I'm embarrassed. It's so weedy, it's a mess. And I've got a lot of work to get it ready for fall gardening. It's been so hot lately that I'm having to irrigate and water my trees. The fruit trees are doing great. You can see the muscadines are doing fine. But pretty much everything else in the garden, well, the peppers are doing okay if I keep them watered. Tomatoes they've stopped producing. But look, I've got fruit. This is the highlight of summer, when everything else kind of turns around to when everything else goes south, is what I think I'm trying to say. The muscadines are here. Getting out the ones that aren't quite ripe. This is my favorite of the muscadines, my dark ones here. So delicious. I've also got some bronze varieties. The varieties I've been growing are Cowart, Fry, and I'd have to look up the other one. Noble. Cowart, Fry, and Noble. And they produce tons of fruit for me every year. I have a whole playlist on how to grow muscadines in a small backyard culture like this, a small backyard setting. And after 3 to 5 years of growing these things, they give you a consistent harvest. Well, let me keep picking. It's hot. I'm going to go in soon. This year, the grapes are ripening at different rates. I've got some that are still new on the vines here, and some that are overripe. Usually they tend to ripen all at the same time. That's not the case this year. In fact, there's one that is already dried up into almost a raisin. I really enjoy muscadines. I like to eat them fresh, but lots of folks make wine, jelly. I haven't done that yet, although that's in the future. Muscadines are fairly easy to grow. I don't ever water them. I don't ever fertilize them anymore. They're on their own. They forage in the soil. So once you get them up and going, and once you get them down the trellis, they're actually really easy to grow. And it gives you something to look forward to when the summer is real hot and you don't want to be outside doing your regular gardening routine. Last year, I had an opossum, and he'd go up and down these wires eating all my muscadines. And I let him have a bunch of it, but this year, no opossums, and lots of harvest. That's what the bronze ones look like. They're that color. You can tell that they're ripe when you feel them. And once you get used to what they look like when they're ripe, they're easy to tell from the unripe ones. The unripe ones are a little greener and they're harder. I like these bronze ones too, but I think it's the dark ones that are my favorite. Okay, there's a good one I missed. They're actually really, really good. Well, that's enough for today. I'll go back out each day and spend about 10 minutes before it gets too hot. And that's what we harvest. What is that? I don't even know, but a good amount. And they'll keep ripening on the vine, and we'll keep harvesting throughout the summer until there's no more grapes. And I'll bring them in, and I'll keep eating them. So here's the plan, looking forward to the fall garden. I'm currently selecting varieties of plants that I want to grow in my fall garden. And since the year has been very hot, I anticipate that our fall will extend a little bit further before we actually get cold winter temperatures. So I'm going to begin my fall garden in October, the beginning of October, which means if I'm going to start seeds, I need to count 6 weeks back, maybe 8 weeks back, and start my seeds indoors around the middle of August. So I'm selecting seeds, I'm deciding what I'm going to grow, and I'm going to grow some fall crops that typically I'd grow in the spring. I'm going to try some squash. I've given up on squash in the springtime because I've got vine borer pressure really bad. But I think if we have an extended, warm end of summer, beginning of fall, we can get some summer squash grown and enjoy that. So probably grow that, and that'll be a direct seed thing. So we'll direct seed those in October. See if we can do it. See if we have time to grow some squash. Not sure what else I'm going to grow. There's some pepper plants that I'm going to let them just go through the fall because they're producing, and we love the peppers. But I'm going to have to spend some time de-weeding the garden again because every year during the summertime when we're not out there, the weeds just take over. And well, weeds, you know, sometimes you have weeds in your garden, sometimes that just happens. So we'll have to prepare the garden for fall and get it ready for some of these crops. So if you'll stay with me, we'll be ramping up our videos again in mid-August and publishing videos in earnest when October rolls around. As for now, it's too hot to really be out there. I'm not getting any younger and the heat's getting hotter, so yeah. As bad as I want to make videos, as much as I want to make videos for my channel to keep the algorithm kind of pumping out my videos for folks to watch, I just can't do it. So hey, thanks for understanding, and thanks for watching our channel. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I'll eventually get to your comments. I haven't been answering comments lately either. I've just kind of taken some time off. But I'll be back, and I hope you'll be back. If you like what you see on Black Gumbo Southern Gardening, please subscribe, and we'll talk to you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.